Well, we made it October 1st, 2025. It is Wednesday. And we have officially started the last quarter of this year. Unambiguously fall, I suppose one might say. So I hope you're well wherever you may be. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. And I hope you're well. So today, it's going to be pretty cool today comparatively. We've definitely dropped into a lower temperature zone. I think it's going to be 71 Fahrenheit, but sunny all day long. Just a beautiful fall day in New York. So I'm going to look forward to enjoying the New York City on this fall day and probably take a walk. I don't know if I'm going to do the High Line or not. It might be too late, but we'll see. What do you like to do in the fall? Do you even like the fall? Let us know. Our random city for today is Nakuru, Kenya. Nakuru, Kenya, a city near Lake Nakuru National Park with its famous flamingos and wildlife, great for bird watching and outdoor enthusiasts. A little bit more on Nakuru. It's a city in the Rift Valley region of Kenya. It is the capital of Nakuru County and the fourth largest city in Kenya. And it has about, according to Wikipedia, 570,000 people, making it the largest urban center in the Rift Valley. And of course, there's a whole bunch of other interesting background on the city. What are they experiencing today in Nakuru? Well, they're a bit warmer. So it's cloudy, high of 79 degrees, which is 26 degrees Celsius, and a low of 57. So they got a pretty big variance between the high and the low, unlike some places. So Nakuru, Kenya, man, I've always, Africa. I've never been to Africa, anywhere in Africa. Definitely on the bucket list, as it were, to get there. So what else is going on? So, man, yesterday was just a day of talking. And I mean, anyone who knows me knows it's one of my favorite things to do. But it was one meeting after another. And I have to say, I cannot get into a truly creative zone when I really need to separate those two things. It's like a talking day and a creative day. And I've made attempts on my calendar to really reserve space for creativity. But the conundrum I find is that in some ways it helps my creativity to talk to people. But when it's too much, I just have to give up on the creativity part. So I was struggling with that a little bit yesterday. But the other thing I'm thinking about is the podcast I'm working on. I've got the platform set up. I've got it connected with most, Apple and Spotify and all of that. It's called the Building Business Relationships Podcast, and you can find it now. There's a preview, like a 6-minute preview kind of intro. So feel free to go check it out and subscribe. I'd welcome you to do that. But when I engaged with the people who are helping me with the podcast, they recommended a 90-day launch plan, a 6-month plan, and a year plan. And I thought, a year? No way. That was way too long. But even 90 days, I thought to myself, that seems a bit far off. Can't we do this faster? Seems like we could pull this off much faster. And what I'm coming to appreciate in the first couple of weeks of being on this kind of, building the pillars and the foundations of this thing, I'm appreciating the value of doing this over a longer period of time and really laying out the infrastructure. It becomes a lot harder to think about, well, maybe I'll back out of this, or I'll, when you're laying down over a protracted period of time, like any project, you're really investing more of everything, more money, more time, more of your heart, more of your attention into it over a longer period of time. And I'm finding great value in that. And I think the value of having partnership in it to not only for accountability, but really great feedback already. I've been getting excellent feedback on even the preview episode, which I'll probably re-record based on some feedback and repost it. Not that the existing one is bad, but there were a few comments made. And when it comes to, starting off pretty able to do most of the things, but trying to stretch. And I told the team, I really want to grow to the next level. And so good on them for trusting me with that enough to give me honest feedback and say, okay, this is okay. This is actually pretty good. But if you want to take it to the next level, here's what we'd recommend. And I'm enjoying that. I'm finding great joy in that. In fact, the thing that's giving me the most joy right now is that process, because if I'm learning and growing, then good things can happen. So I guess that's the question for today. What is an area where you could stretch yourself, get some feedback, maybe get some partnership to learn and grow in a new way? And what are you open to in terms of feedback and critique? Because it's interesting. It's like when we're open to the critique, it's almost a sign of how willing we are to grow. And I feel very open, Doesn't mean I'm always going to agree with it, but I'm feeling quite open about the critique and the feedback. I know it's coming from a good place, and I know that together we can make the podcast very successful, and that is the goal. So check it out now. Go to Apple, Spotify. It's hosted on a site called Transistor. I need to set up a website for it. But if you go to transistor.fm, F as in Frank, M as in Mary, I believe that is the right URL, Transistor. Let me just double check transistor.fm. You can find it on there as well and subscribe and be an early adopter. It literally went up yesterday. So you're a first mover on this if you move today. And I would greatly appreciate your interest and your support. That podcast is going to be great. We're going to have interviews with all kinds of different people from all different walks of life and professions around the world, and really go deep into the art and the science of great relationships in business. And of course, when we talk about business relationships, every client I've ever worked with on relationships at work has direct application for those relationships at home. So I think it's going to be very exciting and useful. All right, that's all for today. We'll keep it even shorter than normal. Let you get on with your day. I hope there was something in there that you found interesting, entertaining, and maybe even insightful. And until next time, which will be tomorrow, be good to yourself and others. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye for now.